Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is B. Avery here for another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And with this one right here, we are talking Power Book 2, Season 2, Episode 2, titled Selfless Acts, which comes from the Canonical Studies course that Tate and Miss Professor Milgram is now teaching with Tariq, Lauren, and everybody else in the classroom. This one to let you know this is going to be a brief reaction. This is not going to be a play-by-play recap breakdown. I'm going to save that for my live that I'm going to be having tomorrow night, Monday, November the 29th, 2021 on my channel at 6:30 p.m. CST. I'm also going to be joined with my guest, Miss Elia Cantu. Here is our YouTube channel right here. If you go to my page and if you go to my channels tab, she's right here on the second row. And if you click her channel, her name, this is what her YouTube channel looks like. So if you want to kick it with us Monday night, 6:30 p.m. CST to go like a scene by scene, a recap breakdown of this episode, come back for that. And this reaction is going to be spoiler filled, this one and the recap. So you have been warned. If you haven't seen it, turn away right now. But this Selfless Acts right here, it was another great episode. I am liking Power Book 2 more than Raising Kanan. I don't even think that I would like Power Book 2 initially, especially with Tariq not being one of my favorite characters in the original Power show. But he has some redeeming qualities in Power Book 2. And I was like, okay, I can probably get down with this. But I was so disappointed when he was the one that executed Jabari. Now that we're in episode 2, I have to be honest with you, when we started getting into the classroom, especially with Tate there, I was like, I know that, there were some people in the show, especially like Lauren, she was emotional. Professor Milgram was a little bit with the cop, but I kind of wanted more of a reaction from all of the students in the class. I mean, they didn't discuss at all in the classroom. I don't think. You can respectfully let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. But in the last episode, Professor Milgram went outside the classroom, was like, hey, Jabari, where you at? Have y'all seen Professor Reynolds, Jabari Reynolds? And she's calling him on the phone saying, hey, where are you at? You're supposed to be here. And then the only time we saw Milgram emote after that was a little bit with Zeke and also with the cop, but we didn't really see a whole episode of, them discussing this in the classroom. We saw the students outside react to it on their cell phones, but I just kind of thought that's just something that we would see in the classroom. So it was just kind of weird to me that they just kind of picked up like nothing happened. Like, oh, he's out, he's sick, here's Tate, the substitute teacher, or something like that. I don't know. If y'all let me know if you disagree with me about that below, but I just kind of found that interesting. It kind of, rubbed me the wrong way. But at the very beginning of the episode, I feel sorry for Yaz, the grandma. She says she's 62, been through a lot, yeah, but she's doing DWI, hitting parked cars, can't do that. I got to be honest with y'all, the child actress is horrible. She's just not good. Tariq, help me, and all that stuff. I'm just like, man, I just try to give her the few amount of lines as possible because I just wasn't really feeling her. Now, we also have Kane in this episode. He's trying to get back into the good graces with Monet. We see him dealing with Mecca and the little guap dude. The little guap guy is just stupid. I was finna say funny. I don't know why, but just stupid as hell. Kane going up to his, facility, his apartment, loft, whatever, and has a chef dude put on headphones and breaks all of his fingers. He makes a good point. Like, why would you want a, recording of everywhere you go in public? And I'm just like, man, they're just on two different levels. He's not going to work with them. And of course, he kicks him out. Now, just talking about Kane, he was really frustrating me during season 1, but he's trying to turn over a new leaf with this one right here. I really wonder what's going to happen if Monet or anybody finds out that he's the one that robbed the family, because Tariq is busy with the family, trying to have everything taken care of with his mom and the grandma and Yaz and all that, because she's going to foster care. And so he's putting more responsibility on Braden. Braden parks the car in a parking lot. I'm talking about this is as safe as the White House. And I don't know how, but Kane goes in there and replaces the drugs with powdered sugar. And of course, he almost gets Effie beat up or killed. Also Tariq and Braden and all of them, because they had a little showdown at some random parking lot warehouse. And one of the other girls, dudes had a gun. What if he would have pulled it off and shot somebody? You know what I'm saying? That would have been horrible. you know. And but I gotta talk about Effie. You gotta learn how to de-escalate the situation, my sister. You know, like when you look, this little petty stuff like this, you know, just because somebody called you a B word and you want to push them and all this, like it don't matter, man. I mean, look, you want your respect to understand. You don't want people just stepping on you, but that could have just turned out horribly. All y'all could have ended up dead, beat up, or in jail. You know, a combination of all that, you know, because Brayden dropped the ball. Yeah, Brayden, you got to step it up. So I really wonder if they're going to figure all that out. That's just really interesting to me right there. But we found out that Kane is the one that switched it out or whatever. So he robbed his own family, like Mecca said, to get back into the good graces. Even talking about Monique, I was laughing when she went over to Kane's crib a little bit after that or before that. And the girl was like, hey, y'all just can't be running up on me like this. Gave her a roll of cash. You know, she like, it's 20 degrees outside. Gave her a roll of cash and her mood changed quick. You know, talking about, hey, you know, bye y'all, I'll see you later. And I like how Kane was very humble. You know, she was like, Monet was like, hey, before, you know, we talk about this business stuff, I need to know if I can trust you. Kane sat down, didn't say nothing. He was just nodding his head. Tariq is off limits, y'all in two separate lanes, yada, yada. You know, he just, you know, he was like, all right, I got you. Yes, ma'am. You know, and I want to know, like, do y'all think that he was being genuine or, you know, pulling the fast one on her? I kind of think he was being genuine, but, you know, the more I think about it is I'm just like, you know, maybe he was just trying to pull a fast one on her. But, you know, we're just going to have to see. She eventually lets him come back to the crib. You know, she's having, get you a plate. And, you know, Deanna was kind of, you know, on the, like, what are you doing here? You know, that was kind of weird to me. So she's kind of, you know, suspect as well. But I like the fact that she wants to earn her MBA, but Monet is tripping, you know, trying to control everybody's lives. Deanna talking about, hey, I can earn this MBA and track Zeke's books. You know, she didn't even want to do it in the first place because Monet boss hogging, trying to tell everybody what to do. So Deanna's like, okay, well, hey, if she's trying to tell me what to do, at least I can do this. This is something I'm good at. But Monet, you know, blindsided, oblivious to everything, all her surroundings. So I'm like, oh no, you're just trying to get it in with Tariq. So what? Let them do that, okay? Keep it in the family. You know, do you want Deanna to be involved romantically with somebody that does not know anything about this lifestyle that can also be another risk? Or do you want to keep it in the family? Like, okay, hey, we all in this together. Tariq knows the game inside and out. Like, what you tripping on? Like, let her be the young adult woman that she is. You know what I'm saying? I would see if she was 15 years old, 16, she's in her 20s at least. At least she's 18 or 19 years old, at the very least. I want to say that she's in her 20s. I'm not talking about real life. I'm talking about in the show, her character. And so, I mean, look, it's normal for her to want to date and be attracted to males. Like, you tripping, Monet. You know, she's making Zeke do the, going to the draft. When he's making the announcement, all right, all y'all can have time for that later. And I'm just like, you are getting on my nerves, woman. You trying to control everybody. I'm over here, Team Drew. Drew's sick of her BS as well. Drew talking about, hey, I've forgiven Kane. Want you to be able to do that too. She's like, I'm not able to do it. You know, whatever, you know, she's whack. Now, we also got her reminiscing. She's hearing 80s and 90s, New Edition. Can you stand the rain? Boo, boo, boo. All right, I'm done. The song's jam. I couldn't help myself. Now, at first I was like, who is this black woman getting out the car? But we'll talk about that later on. But I was just like, wait a minute, what is going on with this? You know that there's going to be some type of reveal later on because we have this hard exterior Monet, angry at everybody all the time. But then she's just like, oh my God, Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition. So, you know, I mean, you know, we'll talk about that in a second. But what I want to talk about now is this super cop. Now, I forgot his name, the white guy that's going around trying to do the investigation to find out who murdered Jabari. He was getting on my gosh dang nerves as well, kicking in doors and stuff. Hey, put on your shoes, shut the F up, come with me, answer questions. You seem like you had a tumultuous sexual relationship with Jabari and you didn't want to tell nobody. Now, why did you lie? I'm like, that ain't none of your business. Like, what are you, I mean, like, you trying to like scare people with these, you know, aggression tactics and stuff like that. Like, bro, sit your ass down. And do you have a warrant? Am I under arrest? I will meet you at the police station. You tripping, bro. Now, I'm just saying, I don't know all the laws like that, but I'm just saying he overstepping a bit. You can't just be going around, correct me if I'm wrong, but this dude, man, he like, bro, I was just like, who do you think you are? He was really pissing me off this whole episode. I mean, he ran up on Tariq. He went up on Milgram like twice. I mean, he running up on everybody. I'm not liking it. I want him to get his ass kicked. Now we got some other relationships that I'm really interested in seeing how these are going to take off. We have Tate and also Simon. You know, they were chopping it up at the very beginning of this. I don't like Simon at all. I don't think anybody does. And Tate, I don't know. Can we trust Tate? I mean, is Tate somebody that we can like? I'm not sure. I'm also liking the, you know, I talked about this a little bit earlier. All the discussions in the canonical studies class, I really do enjoy all the banter between all the students. You know, it just reminds me of my college, you know, I mean, you know, just being in class and, you know, students arguing and the teacher sitting back and letting them argue. You know, I liked all that. I also like seeing Effie smash. She was very attractive. The woman she was smashing had a very deep voice. I was very surprised about that. Fine, I have to go to practice anyway, and got out of bed. Like, you know, I don't know, why is it, I don't understand why people always let people interrupt them when they're having sex or about to get it on. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, Zeke opened the door, you know, with the cop. Effie opened the door. Tariq, you know, stop kissing Lauren later on. And I saw that coming a mile away. That's kind of getting old right now. I'm like, oh, they finna kiss again and Tariq's phone is gonna go off. And I'm just like, okay, dude, if you do not knock this down, like I mean, look, I understand, look, we understand the times when you wanna engage and all that with the opposite sex. You know, sometimes you have those things where you pursue, sometimes you engage when it's just there. Lauren is not just somebody that is just there. She is fine as hell. You need to wax that ass, okay? She is handing it to you over on a platinum platter. Please. I would understand if she just wasn't that cute, she was okay, or whatever, not your cup of tea, not your taste, whatever, bro. But man, stop, Tariq. Please, please, please get up in that. I'm sorry. My phone is gonna be on vibrate. I will call you back in a short amount of time. I'm just like, and Lauren, my goodness, Lauren is fine. Lauren is fine. And I'm really getting tired of Tariq doing that to her. Now, I also like how, not Tariq, but Drew and Kane are bonding. I also like Drew and Zeke as well. You know, him trying to help him with a shot. But Kane is teaching Drew how to shoot with his left. And I like that, you know. They really had a crossing, but Kane is really trying to make it better and make, you know, he pulled up on him like, hey, I felt you when you talked about, when you said this and said that, I want to be there to help or whatever. So I like that their relationship is kind of blossoming. Sax is having super sex, you know, he always have to have his sex scene in there. And also, how do y'all feel about, you know, Monet and, you know, smashing, well, I mean, it is her husband, the Tejada, you know, Lorenzo Tejada. He's, you know, he was like, man, I even got this tired little piece of lingerie on or whatever. She's just not happy. She just looks, she's never happy about anything, you know, like, I wonder what her face looks like when she's orgasming. Like, argh. I mean, realistically, that's how some people look, but like, I have to see if that's how she looks. I'm just really curious. Hopefully we can get a scene of that as well. Now, also, I like the fact that we have Effie and Deanna kind of working together. She showed up like, this don't got nothing to do with Tariq. You know, you're able to move weight and study. You know, she was trying to teach her Latin. I like that. They're able to put their differences aside and, you know, trying to kind of come out on top, you know, like I like that. You know, is Effie going to come on to Deanna or whatever? Or are they going to have some type of threesome? That would be badass. I really doubt it if Tariq had a foursome with Deanna, Effie, and Lauren. That would be the dopest thing ever, but that's probably never going to happen. Maybe with Effie and Deanna, maybe, because Deanna does like Tariq and Effie does like Tariq and Effie does like girls. So we already know Tariq gonna say yeah to that. Could it happen? Could it happen? I kind of wanted to. But at the end, we find out that the person sending all the signals with the can you stand the rain and the red car and knocking over the trash cans is Mecca, whose real name is Dante. That is how Monet calls him, and they have a pass. And a lot of people that I haven't spoke with online, but offline was like, I think Mecca is an undercover cop. Things just don't make sense. How he have all this hangar with all this weight in his airplane, but no, you know, members in this gang to help protect him? I was like, no, that's a good point right there. But I don't know now. I mean, you know, that was at least 20 years ago that this Dante Mecca guy was with Monet, and a lot can change in that time. He could be a cop now. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. I don't want to speculate right now the possibilities are endless. But it was a good episode, and I really did enjoy it, and I hope y'all did too, and I hope you liked my recap breakdown. But guys, that is just my opinion. But before we go, I want to let me know, what do y'all think is going to happen next? What do you think is going to happen with Mecca Dante? Do you think Tariq, Effie, and Deanna are going to have a threesome? Where is the secret spot that Tariq is going to hide his drugs? Is it where Lauren took him on the top of that roof on campus? What's going to happen next? Tune in for the next episode of Dragon Balls. I'm just joking. The next episode of Power Book 2, Season 2. But that is just my opinion, guys. Thank you so much. Again, please let me know what you thought about the episode down in the description box below, and also my commentary. Please subscribe and give me the thumbs up, and share the video. Help me reach 35,000 subscribers, guys. I am right there, and then I'm on my way to 40. And make sure you come back for my live recap of this episode, Power Book 2. I'm going to be doing that with Miss Elia Cantu, this fine sister right here. So that's Monday night, November the 29th, 6:30 p.m. CST on my channel. Come on back. I would love to chop it up with you guys. And if you look, you see right here on that top right there, that's, that's episode 1. So come back for episode 2. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.